pushing the button. Wednesday show.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
yeah. Yes, sir.
What's happening, Mrs. Ryan?
Who knows?
Who knows? What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm just getting situated.
There was a lot of commotion a second ago.
A
Is
lot.
that what it is?
Yeah.
Did it erase your brain?
It erased my brain a little bit. Kristi's super tall. That's like literally all that's in my head. Like, that's not a real thing to say.
That's pretty funny. All right, well, in that case, let's get the right card here and start the old show up. Welcome back. Did we do that already? Welcome back, Mrs. Ryan. Hello, everybody else. Welcome back at home. Tonight is Wednesday, January 15th, 2020. My name is Jay Ryan. This is Nicole Ryan. We are the Ryans. And this is It's Tonight's late night playset. Woo, that was close. Shoo. It's too late now. We got a website and a logo and everything. Here.
I know.
Gee whiz. Don't forget what show it is. Holy crow.
Too much happening today,
know.
sir. Get it together.
With that, our guest this evening is comedian and writer KRISTI McHUGH. We just met her, and she's taller than Mrs. Ryan expected. Is that what threw you?
She's wearing a Superman shirt. Like,
She's super.
Yeah. She's
We're just
awesome.
getting to know her a little bit briefly, along with Richard Chassler, her producer, who is here. And good stuff all around. Here she is in a Superman shirt. What's happening? No. Just saying hello. You look great. They'll see it in a second. She's ready to come in. She's like, I heard my name. This is it. Chassler was just here at Flappers last night. He's got a whole story. His mom went in the hospital. She got in an accident on Mulholland. Holy crap. There's been so much drama this morning. I think we'll talk about that in a few minutes, though, Mrs. Ryan. In the meantime, how are you? Welcome back. What's going on with you?
Lots of pieces. Moving in my brain. My legs are kaput, but whatever.
Yeah, we had to do some stretches before the show.
We did some stretches.
Not walking.
No, I'm just super. This is a reference I use a lot in my head. Did you see Rookie of the Year?
No. I mean, I probably. Is that the kid with the arm?
The kid with the arm
He hurt his arm, but then he gets a super strength.
Yeah, because the tendons get wound too tight when they get healed, and that's how I
so he
feel.
has
That's why he can throw so fast and powerfully. Anyway, that's how my body is, and whatever. But that's also how my brain is sometimes. And so working to not let that happen up there is more important than letting it happen down here.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned that yesterday on the show, where it seems like you can have a good body day or a good brain day, and most people would kind of want both, obviously. But if you can lean one way or the other, these days it seems like you'd prefer the brain, which I know I'd prefer. Sorry about your body.
Yes, I believe that, though I also believe that this can fix this.
I
So
do too.
then this becomes way more important. And I just have, in the last couple of days, encountered a lot of factors that make me realize why my brain falls apart so fast. And I've had to work extra hard to not let it fall.
So maybe this was actually good exercise.
Sure.
I'm putting words in your mouth.
It's a great exercise. It just hurts like a mother
Yeah.
effer. And now I see more how all the pieces are connected.
I posted something last night because it made me think of you and, the troubles and tribulations that you're going through with stuff. And I don't know, it didn't matter, but it seemed to hit home. Struggle is temporary. Sacrifices are like investments. Give up the short-term comfort for the long-term win. Be patient and stay focused. And I just think that sounds like you and your efforts.
Thank you. I'll keep that. I love you too.
All right. We should talk. We mentioned the website. It's not up for everybody, right, yet, but it is live. It's happening.
It's live. It should be up and ready to go with merch this week. Like, it's a hub.
Whoa.
And, yeah, it's going to get totally set up and live and
All right, well,
have
that's exciting.
everything we need.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So we've got a website being built, and then the merch store is happening simultaneously. It sounds like I thought it would be. All right, well, great. That's fantastic. That's exciting.
I'm taking over my part, and this is mine. And there's a lot of moving pieces to this, too, that
Yes.
I can take over.
That's amazing. Well, basically, we need the hub. We need to set up the infrastructure. We wanted to see if we could do the show. Now we know we can do the show, and it will get better and better and better as we go. Now we need to set up the infrastructure so that we can, we just started taking money and sponsorships and stuff like that, so we can run all that stuff and then get to the future, which is, bigger, better version of all this. And a sustainable version. Because so far, we've just been burning our own money.
Yeah, and now it's time to do it, move it forward and build it. And
Yeah. We're feeling really confident. It's really good.
Amazing.
Anyway,
all this stuff coming together is pretty cool.
This is a great time. If you are interested in what we're doing, or if you like what we're all about, by all means, please reach out. LateNightPlayset.com, I believe, is the
At gmail.com.
There you go. And then the website will be LateNightPlayset.com. Yeah. But please reach out. We would love to be in business with you. It's that simple. This is going to get bigger and better. We're going to a marketing budget is in the works. There's all sorts of things. Everything that a real show should do and would have, we're going to be working on and having. It's exciting. It's really, really exciting.
It's so exciting. It's very exciting.
We've been saying that forever, and we've been doing this for what seems like ever. And then we did the math today. It's still less than 2 years. We have a guest who's going to be here tomorrow that was only here less than a year ago, and it felt like, ooh, this is when we're starting to go. And that was our microphone sponsorship, Telefunk, and the CEO is going to be here tomorrow, Tony Fishman. So. All right, yabber. Sponsors, please, get in business with us.
Reach out. Talk to you soon.
Time to have money. Merch stores coming. That's all the same stuff. That's coming with the website. Awesome. Mrs. Ryan, sorry for all that. We just have a couple East Coast feeds, as usual, to get through.
Okay.
And unless there's anything else from you.
Nope.
I like your deer shirt.
Thanks.
I like your deer shirt. Where can I get some damn bait?
Go to our website.
Oh, hey, good for you. I love that. That's true. That's going to be fun, finally getting all this stuff out. Okay, East Coast feed. Roll it, Hal.
It's Brooke that doesn't talk. And Steven.
I'm here too. Hey guys, guess what we are? The Big Bad Apple. And why are we here, Brooke? What's the big thing? Boom! White Castle. That's why, because it's a Friday night and we needed White Castle. And Brooke's holding the phone because I'm navigating Central Park West, so I apologize if it's shaky. And that's it. We just want to send you some random East... Babe, this is really shaky.
Steven, you're not talking enough.
Shut up. They're gonna throw up and watch our video. Anyway, we love you guys. Random love.
Bye.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
What did that remind you of?
You men. Is all I can think of.
I was thinking us, of course, but sure. You can make it about the men.
I see all facets. I see why he's annoyed by her. I see what she did that's annoying, but I see also why we don't think anything we do is annoying.
We as people, or
ladies?
We as people. I'm going to say we as people.
We as people. No one thinks anyone's annoying.
I was going to say that, but I know I am. It's one of those where I don't know what to do about it. So it is what it is. You kind of just have to love yourself, even though you might be a little annoying. It is what it is.
Right. And we all find our person and we love our person.
All right. Well, I love you. Okay. Let's go back and see where they are now. Roll it out.
Mr. and Mrs. Ryan, it's Brooke and the Cavs, man. How's it going? Tell them what we're doing today.
Margaritaville. You saw it?
Okay. So here we go. East Coast Food coming to you live, Brooke and the Cavs, man, from Burgeritoville in Newtown, Connecticut. Today we just did a spa day because Daddy got a little extra bonus at Christmas at the Christmas party. So I told Brooke I'd treat her. She got a facial. That's why her hair is like Princess Poppy up here. You can do it. It's okay. I got a massage and it was fantastic. And then we went to the comic book store. Important things in life. And now we're at Burgeritoville having some burgeritos. And then tonight, where are we going?
Dad's show.
Dad's performing at the Ridgefield Playhouse tonight. Just let everybody know. But by the time this airs, it'll be over. But whatever. We love you guys. And Brooke will say something now.
Something.
Bye, guys.
Oh, the best. The best. That might be one of my favorites.
Same.
I enjoyed that. It sounds like Pop was at the Ridgefield Country Playhouse.
Right.
Which is fantastic. It's a big room. Really cool. Everybody plays it when they come in, like Bruce Hornsby or whenever they come into town.
It's the one name of a venue I knew before I met you in
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah. Get the Treehouse Comedy Club back in the day. Toad's Place out in New Haven.
It's the only place I had clients that went there. Like, there's nowhere else to go.
Yeah, Tuxedo Junction. I don't know if that's there anymore. That's funny.
We ran into someone who was selling a car to someone in Connecticut. I'm like, just wait, they'll walk in here and they'll be talking about Connecticut because they're 2 of the 4 people that left and are successful from that state, and they found each other. And you did.
What? Oh yeah, I see. Okay, sure. Well, that's funny.
Y'all find each other.
Oh, that's what people. That's energy, right?
It's so nice.
Find like.
Like attracts like.
Yeah. All that stuff. Okay, Mrs. Ryan, pushing the day button. Yes, as you, if you've been paying attention to the show, or if you are just tuning in this year for any reason, we are going after Mr. David Letterman to be a guest on our show. There's a lot of reasons for that. One, of course, is the set we're sitting at used to belong to him. And then also there are some personal reasons that go very, very deep with us, including the reason we do all of this show and the story and all of that stuff. So with that, Mrs. Ryan, anything new with Dave Watch?
There's production discussions happening. That's what I know.
Sounds good to me. To me, that sounds like scheduling.
Yeah, I
don't mean scheduling us for our show, but it means like, oh, something he might be out here for is being scheduled.
That is not what I meant.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Production discussions for our show are happening.
Oh my.
And it's across the board. It's gotten way beyond Dave. And so that's a big part of it, but it's not the focus anymore.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible. All right. Well, then I'll just close up the Dave Watch, and we'll see if there's more tomorrow. That's been Dave Watch.
Yeah. I'll try to think of different ways to say the same thing.
You were saying? Oh, it's the greatest. I'll just be under here.
I'm going to learn to not talk over chyrons and
I think you're the best. I think you're the best.
New ways to say the same thing.
No. Everything's amazing, Mrs. Ryan. In fact, it's so amazing that it's time to ask the question that's on everyone's mind. What's going on, Mrs. Ryan?
Bruce Springsteen's son Sam is now a firefighter.
Say that again. Bruce Springsteen's son.
Bruce Springsteen's.
That's tough.
I'm a mess. I do make things hard for myself, but whatever, that's life.
So he joined up where?
In New Jersey. He's a firefighter now, officially.
That's awesome. Is Bruce Springsteen is the dad? Is the mom Obla Di Obla Da? Is that the kid's mom?
Yes.
That's Springsteen's wife. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's very unfair of me. I can't.
Patty
Shrilla. I can't remember.
I don't know how the last name.
Okay, but the famous one from Life Goes On with Corky, and my friend was her. As a matter of fact, my friend was her husband on that show, Bill Smitrovich.
That's right. I just read that they have 4 kids and none of them are on following
like
the
Patty Scalia or something like that, but that's not it. All right.
I didn't realize that was her.
I love the firefighter thing. Obviously, my dad was a firefighter for years and years.
Yeah, I loved that part of it. Anyway, in New Jersey, Jeopardy it has shows in prime time, and they are doing something called.
It's not the usual Tournament of Champions, right? It was like the best of the best.
Best, yeah. GOAT
all-time
is
stars.
the acronym.
Greatest of all time.
Yes. Jeez, thank you. And they awarded it to a winner who played initially 15 years ago.
That was 15 years ago when Ken Jennings was up?
Yeah.
Whoa. I remember watching all that every day at work because everyone was like, is he still going?
It was before rules were implemented to be like, you can only play 3 days.
Is that what it is now? You can only do a few days in a row?
It's changed a bunch because of winnings and stuff. But sure. Yeah, greatest of all time is the greatest winners ever
Ken Jennings was on that
compete
show for
against
like
each
a
other.
year or like a half a year. It was forever.
He played it for a while, but yeah, he won this latest championship.
Love it.
Yeah,
The Jeopardy goat.
Jeopardy go. There is 2 new cookie dough flavors for Toll House.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
I don't know. I like gross food that's sweet. Funfetti and brownie fudge cake.
Okay. Funfetti's basically like a birthday cake, right? It's just got the little sprinkles in there and stuff.
Yeah. There's lots of articles that write up on the discrepancy between birthday cake and funfetti, but yeah, it's essentially the same thing.
Okay.
My mouth isn't working.
No. We just got to
today.
keep it moving.
Okay. Lastly, there's a Spotify for pets.
What? So you leave it on? I mean, I kind of like the idea of leaving music on for pets.
Yeah, there's different channels because enough people have been like, yo, man, I leave and work during the day and my pet is home by itself.
Huh.
What do I leave on? So have a gander.
So what's going to be, what is it? I mean, is it regular music? Is it
It depends
pet
on what you
music?
want. There's different channels.
But my point is, why couldn't someone use Spotify for this? Why is there a pet Spotify
It's
for this?
through Spotify. Spotify bought this application and
I
is
understand.
running.
My question is, what makes it different than Spotify? It's still a streaming music service, correct? That you just leave on for your pets?
Some have animal noises.
Oh!
And some are songs about pets. I don't know.
That's okay. Oh, my goodness. and that's
Gosh
been-
darn
I'm-
it. Today is not, now it's Wednesday.
I
It's
think
not
you're
my day.
great. I think you're great. What's going on, Mrs. Ryan? Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. I think you're great. I don't know what to...
All right.
I think you got thrown before, and then you're learning how to not let that throw you during the show, or you're learning how to talk about it during the show, which gets you through it, which is maybe even better.
I'm learning to acknowledge when I'm self-conscious about when my mouth doesn't work.
Yeah.
And that is just funny in its own right because it's usually not.
It kind of is because you sound drunk, but I'm looking at you in the eyes and you're as present as could possibly be.
That is so funny that you
And you
say
haven't drank
that.
in years and years.
No, but like that's an MS thing. Like I'm not drunk. I just have MS. It's like
Yeah.
now I know why. Jeez Louise.
I love you. All right, let's do a quick break and get our guest in here, shall we?
Great.
Let's see. KRISTI McHUGH is here, as I mentioned before. Actress, comedian, writer, all the funny things. She's in here and she's very tall. That's all we know. I'm excited to get to know her. She's got a Supergirl shirt on. You're going to see it in a minute. More to come right after this. KRISTI McHUGH will be sitting right there in that chair. Mrs. Ryan's going to be here too, and hopefully she'll feel a little bit better about it. More to come. See you in a few. What's it called? There we go. It's a riot.
Oh, it's so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Garlic and serrano mixed with love and care. You can put it on your eggs, pour it on your rice. It's great on a leg, it's better on a slice. It's oh so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Oh, so delicious hot sauce. Great on everything except oatmeal.
Get your bottle today at osodelicious.org. $1 from every bottle sold goes to the National Military Family Association.
I think so.
All right, with that, fuck it. We're back. Hey, we're sitting here with KRISTI McHUGH. Hi, KRISTI.
Turn to look. Oh, there.
It's
okay,
so
hi.
nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's happening?
Oh, you know.
Really? We heard all about your wardrobe before you got in here. We heard all about your height before you got in here. I feel like there's
That's all-
nothing
that's-
else to talk about.
All the important stuff. Fantastic.
Apparently that's my contribution. So go to town.
Bring your
I
own cup.
loved it. I love it. All right, your shot looks good. You look great there. And then you are the first guest who's ever brought a plastic beverage
Oh,
utensil.
this was utensil.
What's in there? What's in there?
It's just my juice.
Just juice that you brought yourself?
Actually,
bottle of
my
juice?
assistant brought it in his backpack.
Oh, is that right?
He's also out parking cars. We're safe to bring him in, right? He has no shoes, but you know,
Sounds like our Chad. Have you? By the way, Richard, Chad. This. Sorry, we'll get back to you in
It's
just 1
okay.
second. My goodness gracious. Have you met Katie
Hello,
Marks
lover.
there? That's K Marks.
We like him.
Katie Marks, as in the Marx Brothers.
Get along. That's the thing.
Chad's her boss. So yeah. for now. Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
I would like to talk about you, why you're here today, why you said yes to this, how you got into comedy, and all of that stuff. Go.
I had a free day.
Really? Had nothing else on the schedule.
I said, why not drive to the valley? You know, why not? This is the desk. Does everybody ask that? This is the desk.
The chairs,
oh my
too.
God. Oh, and the chairs?
Absolutely.
How did like the large
Well, hang
people
on. The
fit
reason
in
there were
there?
2 chairs, Dave used to say, was because of Siskel and Ebert. So obviously they were accommodatable.
Oh wow. Dave, okay, so that was my dream.
What?
To be on Letterman.
Oh, really?
My dream. And they're like, don't you want to be on the time? No, I want to be on Dave Letterman. I loved him from day one. Like that was, I would research his clips from back before he ever had the show. And the guy's show started when he went, it was like the Ice House. It's one of his first contracts. It's framed up there. Bob Fisher has it up there on the wall. I'm like, oh my God, he performed here. And they said that his show started from the moment he came through the doors in the back. You come down the little, it's like,
Really?
yeah, the Ice House.
Meaning he was
Pasadena.
performing. He was
on. And then he would try to negotiate. I can just do like 15, like 20. Can I do 15? No, Dave, and he was amazing for the whole hour.
Well,
And
what I remember is he just looked like he didn't give a shit up there. He looked like he didn't care, and somehow for me that
I wish I
translated.
would have been
'cause you
able
could
to
tell
see
he
that
did, I'm
li-
sure.
yeah.
Oh, to see it live, I know. I
that
can't
would have
remember.
been amazing.
Also,
So
those were his drinking days, which we don't know from television because he stopped drinking before Late Night with David Letterman. So he was drinking during the morning show, so that might be a good representation. But like
He
the
was?
actual stand-up days, he
See, I
was
didn't
drinking
know
and
that
drinking
about
a
him.
lot, according to him. And I can't even imagine what that was like.
he watches this, right? He's going to watch this episode.
Yeah.
I'm putting it out there. I'm all about manifesting now.
Yeah, they are. We are
Come
being,
on, Dave.
We are being taken a look at.
Are you?
As they say in the old
All right,
days.
so I must tell you a story. So I go to New York when I was, I don't know, early 20s. So just a year ago. And
How old are you now? Let's set the scene.
and I'm like, everybody's like, what are you going to do? You're going to go to the Met? You're going to go to... No, I'm going to go to the late night.
Hang out at 30 Rock.
So that's what I did. So I went down there and I was under what's it called? All the lights, the late night with David Letterman.
Marquee.
Marquee, thank you.
Oh, you were at the theater.
I was at the theater
Late
at Sullivan.
show, okay,
yeah.
sure.
And I'm standing there. I'm like, oh my God, I'm here. I shit you not. I look down under my feet, and I have this posted on my social media. Is my name KRISTI in the cement?
Like someone else did it.
Yes, spelled the way I spell it with a K and an
That's
I.
weird.
No
It's
CH,
not
no I.
normal
It's
spelling.
not. And it was under my feet. I'm like, this is a sign. This is a sign. So then I was like, oh my gosh. And there's this little restaurant right there. Not the deli,
Sullivan's.
not the deli, but maybe was that it?
It depends on what year it was.
It's still there. It's like you go up these steps, and I go up there. Who is there but Paul Schaefer?
Oh, it probably was Sullivan's. He owned the place.
He
Or
was
an
drinking
owner.
a Stella, and I'm like, I'll have a Stella, whatever he's having. Yeah.
I love it's the place that was a bar downstairs and a little
Yeah.
mezzanine upstairs.
Yeah.
Right next door. It was you know it in the old days. It was McGee's Pub back in the old days. Back in the old days, yeah.
It was great, and he was sitting there.
That's so cool.
Did you know that he wrote "It's Raining Men"?
Paul Shaver did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Gets
good
paid
trivia
every time.
question.
I didn't know
I've won
that
money off of
either
that
until
trivia
you-
question.
Did you really?
Like $5. That's it.
That's worth it.
I also won $5 in my school yearbook for what? Take a guess. Just one guess. What are you thinking of, Dirty
Photography.
Bird?
I'm gonna
Get
say
your head out of the gutter.
Nothing. Yeah, high school superlatives are hilarious. So I'm
Well, it's
so
kind of a big
curious.
deal. Are you ready? Is my face this way on the thing? I need a profile.
Oh, well then sure.
Okay, ready? Chassler's like, what's she going to do? All right, you ready?
Oh.
Yeah, longest tongue. Was that a close-up? Was that disgusting? Are you okay? Do we need to...
I'm fine. That, like I said, high school
I know a good
superlatives.
therapist if that was too much.
So
Okay.
that's what it was. Longest tongue.
Yeah.
Or most likely to dazzle a human being, or what? Like, what was it? What did they actually call
I knew
it?
somebody would have to go there. No, it was just the longest tongue. That's the guy with the backpack from the parking lot. Yeah.
Producer,
All
you
right.
can't fire him.
He's a producer. Oh my god! Why do you wear your why do grown men wear their baseball caps backwards?
I've never seen him do it till that
You
moment.
just did it. You're not a teenager, dude.
Sometimes it's just easier because the brim cuts off part of your.
Circulation.
Field of view.
Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a backwards guy really that much.
Okay.
What's in your cup there? What kind of juice?
This is a
Is
rosé.
it of the alcoholic beverage?
Yeah, it
variety?
is. I'm not gonna lie, it
Good for
is.
you.
It's a little rosé.
You're the first person this is 262 episodes. You're the first person who's ever drank alcohol.
Well, again,
In fact, you may be the first person who's ever even drank alcohol in this place. That
really?
can't be true. That can't be
No.
true. No, we've had parties and stuff. We don't drink.
Oh, why?
We don't want to end up like you. This is terrible.
Oh,
No. We used to drink plenty, and we decided that we probably drank enough. We changed for health reasons, but I would never look back personally.
really?
Yeah, and I used to really like.
Did
it.
you do like blackout drink? What was your
No, I
drink?
just really liked drinking. I was very similar to Letterman, which he describes himself as somebody who just fucking drank. There was no limit. If you drank one, you were drinking 20, and the 20th was just as much fun as the first.
Oh.
I was a really fun drunk.
See, I like to have a
party,
couple,
energy
and then I'm like,
ball.
oh no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I
I
don't think
built it into the socializing for my job.
You
which
it is
I
true.
found out really undermined any fear of it. Like I just drank all the time.
Because until you told me about or hear about the MS, I did think you were drunk on set. Just kidding.
Everybody does. Sure.
Jeez.
If you don't come
I'm
in
used
knowing.
to. It's fine.
The truth is, I never actually did like drinking. I was one of those people who, when I was a kid, I said I'm never gonna drink. All you guys are idiots. My friends at the time, drinking, and I was driving. Sober guy. And then one day it was like the same thing with smoking. My dad died of lung cancer when I was 18.
wow.
My friends are smoking in my face, and I was like, "Fuck you guys!" And I grabbed a cigarette out of the thing. I was like, "And see it, I'm smoking now. I'll fix you." I became a smoker. I started.
You
smoking.
did?
Yeah. What
I
the hell? It
everybody
doesn't work.
tried to get me to be a smoker.
If you can't beat them, join them thing doesn't really work. You just end up joining them.
Yeah. I tried to smoke. My friends were like, you need to relax more. Have you smoked? No. You need to start. I tried. I couldn't do it.
It's awful.
I tried in college. And yeah, my first taste of alcohol was, do you remember your first taste of alcohol?
Yes, I do.
What was it?
It was some kind of orange. I got tricked into it.
Mine was orange mist. Was
You're
it orange?
kidding.
It was a
No, no,
liquor.
no.
It was I found in the garage.
All my friends knew I didn't drink, and then my one friend, "Oh, do you want something to drink?" Oh, we're playing Monopoly at his house. "Oh, sure. What do you have?" And he's reading off the things, and it was like the Sunny D commercial. He's reading off the things. Oh, purple stuff and purple stuff or orange drink. And for some reason, I was like, "Oh, orange drink, like a Kool-Aid."
Right,
I
right.
made it with Kool-Aid. I was like, "Oh, like summer camp. I'll have an orange drink." And it was like made with vodka or Bacardi rum or some
You
stupid
got
fucking-
hammered.
Yeah, I was like, it tastes funny, and I'm warm, and my face.
Oh yeah,
a
your
little
tongue got numb. I remember my tongue was numb. I'm like, I
bit-
can't.
num.
Oh my God, that's right. I forgot about that.
What was yours? Orange mist? What is
I don't remember. My sister, the one I looked up to, she was like, I knew that she was drinking because I saw some pictures of her with some strawberry daiquiris. So I was like, well, I'm gonna try that. So I went out in the garage, and my dad, who had passed like when I was 6, so this is like I don't know, 14, 15. I saw this orange mist up on this top shelf in the garage. I'm like, I want to try some of that. And then my tongue got numb, and I started crying.
Oh wow! So orange mist is already alcoholic. I thought.
Oh yeah. No,
soda
it was like
mixing with
a
something.
orange mist. It was in a
Flavor
bottle.
of wine cooler.
No, it was like a
No?
orange mist. Like it was probably scotch. I don't know, not scotch, but some kind of cheap alcohol in a big old bottle.
All right.
What's he doing over
I
there?
don't know. Did you see that? Too?
Yeah, it was creepy and weird. Okay. Hi.
He really wants the attention today.
He does.
He came in with his own stories and everything. He's like,
Yes,
I'm
he
gonna
did.
knock you all out with this. This is good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Are
Is
you
your mom in the hospital or anything? Do you have anything? that can top that
No,
story? 'Cause you have a
my
hell of a story.
my mom is very old. However, she's
She's still driving.
oh no, we took that away. But we leave the car in the garage without the battery, so she feels like she still has some
Feels
control.
secure.
Yeah. It's true, isn't that sad? And so she's like, I don't know what's wrong with that darn car. I'm like, well, yeah, Mom, maybe just I'll have to get somebody to look at that. Meanwhile, because she crashed into somebody at the Walmart parking lot in Iowa, she's like, I don't know what happened to the front of that darn car. I'm like, no, me either, Mom. Those crazy kids out there. So yeah,
Well, this impression you're doing of her sounds great, but it's probably painting a picture of where
absolutely.
you grew up,
She
Midwest
came
somewhere.
to my show, and I'm not dirty, but I allude, and I may make kind of fun of my older sister. I have a sister who's a Catholic nun. Anyway,
Whoa.
yeah, I know her brother's a rodeo
I want to
cowboy.
unpack this a little bit.
Okay, all right.
After your bit.
Okay, so this isn't even a bit. This is my life. Thank you for calling it a bit. And my life. This is like the perfect time to.
Oh, yeah!
Just, if you ever have that moment in a conversation where you're uncomfortable, I just carry it around just in case, Okay. Did you just play
I
with
heard that
something?
song.
You do? Yeah, that's all I know. People
Oh,
are like, you're really good at that.
one?
I'm like, that's all I know.
Just in, out, in, out.
Which, that's a whole other story.
Oh,
but
my
I
goodness.
swear to God, I didn't know that he wasn't wearing protection.
The
Anywho.
impression of your mom and something you said earlier leads me to believe you perhaps grew up in the Midwest.
Oh,
Midwest?
yes, Iowa.
Iowa.
Which is Indian for, I hope you brought something to do. Anyway.
Corn is what they're known, right?
Corn and soybeans. You know that little
Soy.
bowl of edamame you get when you go have sushi? I had never had sushi until I came to LA, and they took me out and they brought over this little $5.95 bowl of, and I'm like, can I say fuck here?
Sure.
Sorry, I guess I already did it. Beep. I go, are you fucking kidding me? What? These are soybeans. I had to walk those fields. So back when there was everything was like.
Oh, I see your point. $5 for about 6 cents of beans. Is that your point?
Yeah, like I had to walk those soybean fields. We called it walking beans. You go through and you have. I find this so interesting that people think this is funny because people from the Midwest, or if they watch this, are gonna be like, yeah, and
it sounds like the after show. Like, oh, here we are on Walking Beans. You know what I mean?
It's just
that's
funny how
funny.
you say it. It's
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It should be the name of your podcast, Walking Beans.
How normal
KRISTI
it is.
McHUGH.
maybe it should be. That's
Yeah.
look for my podcast, Walking Beans.
At the very least, a memoir.
Because actually, that's where I got a lot of writing done. You're out in this field, you're all alone. Oh, well, sometimes I was sent out alone, but usually it's you and like 5, 6 other people, and then there are rows, right? Like rows of these soybeans, and you take 4 on one side, 4 on the other, and you walk. And if you see a sunflower, a milkweed, a pigweed, and you got to know what weeds these are, honestly, because some of them you can pull, some of them you can't. Anyway,
Is that your job while cultivating these beans? You're also supposed to be weeding?
we're not cultivating them until fall when they go to seed.
Oh, so you are just walking.
Is this your first day?
So you are just walking. You're walking.
You're walking.
You're maintaining. So
you're
you are
getting the
weeding.
weeds out. Because guess what? Guess why everybody's coming up with, I have a gluten issue. I have this issue. Because of all the chemicals they're using to keep the beans clean. Back when they didn't use all that because it was too expensive to use all this.
Can you tell us how
shit.
you keep a clean bean?
Okay. So you walk, you bring a corn knife, and I have a
corn
scar.
knife?
A corn knife. Because sometimes there's corn. I can't believe we're talking about
I can't believe how much you know about it.
Well, it was my life.
so
Every
impressed.
summer, that's how I made my money.
I'm so impressed.
Some of those bitches went to babysit. I was out in the field. Anyway, so you're walking down the bean field, and you see this big stalk of corn. Well, you can't pull the corn out because it's way too hard to do. It's too mud. So you take the corn knife, and you have to hack
at
it.
it.
Right. But you have to hack it way down at the bottom.
So is a corn knife like a machete or something?
It is. It's very. No, it is. It is. It's yes.
You know, Jason Voorhees.
It is. So one day
Remember
they're
when
like,
he had his big corn knife. Does everybody remember?
does everybody bring props?
Does everyone have someone? Is everyone married?
The one
to
thing I've
someone
got
you
back
have?
here.
Hi.
Tell me what else you know about this guy. These are leftover from Halloween.
Hey, we could have used
Halloween's
those.
still back.
Man, that would have saved me a lot of time and effort in the bean field.
Well, this is again during cultivation.
So, okay, so one day,
Oh, it gets serious now.
we're walking, or I am out there. I had to go alone because it was supposed to rain, and we had to get the weeds out before this rain was coming. So my mom was like, well, you got to go out there. Your brother's got to go take care of the hogs. All right, fine. So I'm out there alone, and I'm with my weapon, which is the corn knife, right? And I'm walking, and it's like I have to walk. It's a mile, walking down because there's a whole cycle, and you come back. You walk, come back. But the field was pretty clean, so it was going to take me not too much time, right? Had to get it done before dark. So I'm out there. I'm just trucking along. All of a sudden, there is this huge cobweb in my path with the biggest. It looked like we didn't have tarantulas in Iowa, but it was huge. And it was huge, and it was black and yellow, and it's huge monster spider. So what is the thing you would do instinctually if you were walking and you have a weapon?
Oh.
You're going to hack at it. Well, I missed, but I nailed my knee. Blood all the way down my leg.
You missed the cobweb with the ginormous spider, and you decided to attack your leg?
Well, I didn't.
Oh, it was a
missed.
follow-through,
It was
on the
I was
follow-through.
on the follow through. Speaking of follows through, That's
Well, way
another
to commit.
story. Yeah. That was an awful day. And I still have the scar on my knee. And that's also why I don't golf anymore. That's another story. Anyway, well, the guy told me to follow through, and he stood right behind me, so I cracked him in the head. He had to go to the emergency room.
This is true.
12 stitches. Yeah, it was the football coach.
We just watched Serendipity over the holidays because of the holiday movie and whatever. And there's a part where the guy on Chelsea Pier, the guy gets, I think it's actually from Saturday Night Live. What's her name? Molly Shannon gets hit in the head with the golf club. And we're like, that would kill you.
Wait, in Serendipity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When are they golfing in Serendipity?
They're not golfing. They're driving off Chelsea Pier. The driving range at Chelsea Pier.
That's what they do in the city.
Oh,
Yeah. The guy, John Cusack is like an ESPN photographer, so they're capturing something. Or a
Guess
producer.
what? So I was just did a tour in New York City, and I went to Serendipity.
You did? The real place?
Yeah, and they have a huge picture of them and the whole movie and everything. Yeah,
Isn't this a little serendipity?
it's a little serendipitous.
That's nice.
In
What'd you
fact,
have there?
I went there like, what I have? Oh,
Yeah.
did you know that?
I've never been. I didn't even know.
Oh,
it
and
was
there's a
real
whole
place.
article that just came
Yeah.
out. Do you know how many people are engaged after eating that?
Frozen out.
Yes.
She does.
Aw, such a sweet story.
What's the answer? How many?
A lot.
Oh, boy. I had a feeling. I knew it would be more than a few, but I had no idea how
It's
many.
a thing, but the
It
frozen
is a
hot
thing, but it's
chocolate
the
is
sweetest
yummy.
little place. It's
Yeah,
very cute.
There's a bunch of them.
What?
Yeah.
No, I went to the original one.
Good.
I'm going to say that and believe it.
Like Cheers in Boston.
There's one down the street here in Van Nuys.
There's one at the airport.
Awesome. Yeah, right. There's a string of them.
Did we cover the childhood? What kind of kid were you? You're awesome as an adult. Were you a handful as a kid?
I was a little misunderstood.
Yeah, me too. I'm still misunderstood.
Let's just say that.
What did it look like for you?
Well, I was the youngest of 7,
Oh, my.
so I was always forgotten at the market.
Home Alone, yeah.
Ever spent the night at a market? Anyone out there? No?
I got lost in an amusement park. Same thing.
Did you?
Yeah.
But did
4
they
years
leave you?
Well, she lost me.
Did she leave you purposely and just like, oh, I forgot? The next day?
No, but I
You know what my
probably-
mom said?
Pretty sure I've told it that way a couple times.
I go, Mom. I remember like, because this woman came up to me, evidently. I don't remember this, but she came up. She's like, "Little girl, are you?" I go, "They come back. They usually do." What? I was left in a market overnight. I came the next morning. It looked like a crime scene. Just a little outline of my body of chiclets. Like,
Oh my
So you were
I
left in the
know.
market and you decided to just, I'm going to eat.
well, you
some
gotta
chiclets?
eat. Girls gotta eat.
Wow.
And like,
How old
Mom,
were you?
like, I don't know. Very young. 3, 4, 5.
That's
I don't
what
know.
I was 4 at that amusement park.
And
so-
I remember because we're around, the Thanksgiving table. That's when all the awesome good memories come out, right? I'm like, Mom,
I don't agree.
I go, Mom, you forgot me. She goes, there was 7 of you. I couldn't remember everything. I'm like, I'm not a loaf of bread. And then my brothers were awful.
though.
My brothers are like, tell her the truth. Tell her she was a mistake. And I was little, and then you believe things. You're like, was I a mistake? My mom, you all were. It was true.
comes out.
She wasn't even trying to be funny. It was just true. Like, we were Catholic, Yeah.
I don't know. It seems much more plausible to me. Like that movie Home Alone, we watched that too, right before Serendipity on the holidays. And as a kid, I was just like, oh, they wouldn't do that. As an adult, being an absent-minded adult who forgets shit, I'm like, totally plausible.
Oh, yeah.
So plausible that they
adult-
left that kid in the attic because he wasn't supposed to be up there in the first
As
place.
an adult, I totally get it. Sorry, but you're an only child. Like that.
You're an only child?
Yeah,
out the
can't you
window.
tell?
Okay.
The
I
argument
can tell
goes out the
he
window
is.
of like I had 7
Then
kids.
I'm working on it.
it.
I'm working on it. Oh, how many were in your family?
2.
That's kind of. I got nothing. I could never get the last piece of chicken because my little arms weren't long enough. Like every man for themselves. My mom. So my mom is an amazing woman. Amazing woman.
She can't drive anymore, but other than that.
No. But you ask her, and she drove to Nebraska the other day. I love my mom. She's just a little forgetsy.
I'm thinking that this, and I'm sorry if I'm taking it away from you, but I'm thinking this whole, short to try to get that last piece of chicken thing would come in very, very helpful, handy. In the line of work you've chosen. Because being a comic is kind of all about like get my time and get my play and fighting for your spot.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Does that translate Being the youngest of 7.
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yeah. And being left, and these things you take longer later on in life. Like I have abandonment issues, being left, and they have this.
Well, we know why.
Well, yeah, right? And the whole, there's this whole Freudian thing that you look for in a mate, what you saw in your father if you're a girl, right? Well, my dad left when I was 6, so I just got dumped, so I think I'm at the 1. That's happening. That's happening. This desk is tiny. It looks very much bigger on that whole set. Anyway.
Well, everything in this room is much smaller than certainly it looks on the monitor. Except for you.
My hair's a little big. Anyway.
Your hair is big, but you're tall, and I feel it's all proportional.
I was thinking, because you said a couple of times that she's very tall. I wonder if, you see a tall person, but they're really, really fat. Do you say, wow, that person is tall? Or is it just that word, wow, that person is big?
Big.
Because it kind of rounds, I don't know. I was just
you remember the movie, the show Cheers, the TV show Cheers?
Yeah.
Norm, and he would always have a funny one-liner. My all-time favorite was, what are you up to, Mr. Peterson? My ideal weight if I were 12 feet tall.
I love it.
Same mechanics.
Yeah, that brings back a bad memory. Go ahead, what?
Well, you're very trim. I don't know how we're getting with this, but you're not large or any of the things you were worried about. I would describe you only as tall.
You moved to L.A. and you gained an awesome eating disorder. That was amazing.
Oh, did you? But you're into yoga. I read it on your profile.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
so
in the past.
Not an issue. Okay.
Yeah. No, I was large. I was large in college.
But was that from just who you were?
Well, I was very athletic in high school. Super athletic in high school. And when I went to college, I went to this almost Ivy League type place. And
doesn't have a name. That's how almost it is.
That's how we're not going to talk about it.
Oh, I see.
I'm not allowed to. Anyway.
She is not accredited here.
And I'm not allowed to go back either.
Stop telling people you went here.
It was a Jesuit university. Oh, also the alma mater of who? Dr. Seuss.
All right. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Do you? How are you at rhyming? Do you rhyme well?
Well, when I play my harmonica, I do.
We should
finish something. So go ahead.
We should finish something.
Thank you, Richard. It's a perfect opportunity. Thank you, Richard. Thank you so very much.
We should finish something.
All right, we are going to be back right after this with
hot sauce. Hot sauce.
We're going to be back with
I want to do the hot sauce commercial.
We're going to be back with more KRISTI McHUGH right after this. No, right after these short words from OSO Delicious, the hot sauce made by bears.
Oh, it's so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Garlic and serrano mixed with love and care. You can put it on your eggs, pour it on your rice. It's great on a leg, it's better on a slice. It's oh so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Oh, so delicious hot sauce. Great on everything except oatmeal.
Get your bottle today at osodelicious.org. $1 from every bottle sold goes to the National Military Family Association.
And with that, we're back.
Can I see that hot sauce?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Does everybody watch the commercial? Yes, they do.
Yes, of course. That's how we sell the product.
Is it good? Have you had it?
Yeah, we ate it here on the show.
Yes,
It's delicious.
I was
There's a whole bunch of different
really
flavors.
All right, so I also teach the yoga.
Oh, you teach as well?
Yes. Well, that's another story. I had to teach because I kind of got kicked out of a class. Anyway, I made up this pose. It's called back horse kick pose. Can we do it here? Would the cameras be able to?
Well, I
No.
mean, it's up to you. I mean, that's the shot. We'll see you if you've got enough room there.
Okay.
If you've got enough room,
Maybe
go
my
for it.
assistant could come in. I'm going to show you
There
how
we
to.
go.
Come
All
on
right.
in.
Going wide.
This is my new client.
No one's ever seen you on this show before.
Really?
right.
Is it your head going to be too shiny? Just kidding. This is my friend Rich. So I've known him forever. So we met at this restaurant, and I'm always late. Sorry. And he shows up there early, and I walk in, and the place is packed. And it's kind of one of these shishi places. And I said as loudly as I could, "You had hair in your photos."
What did I respond?
Oh, as if it was a date. That's
Yes. Oh my God.
And I said,
You were shorter.
and younger.
Can you?
That's pretty good. I have not
never
seen
mind.
the
Get
yoga,
out of here.
though.
That was rude.
That was yoga?
No, I'm
not
about
like any
ready to do
yoga
the
I've ever
yoga, and
seen.
he had to
Do the
steal my
yoga.
thunder. No, you get down there.
Whoa.
Yeah. So you're gonna do a downward dog. You ready?
Alrighty.
All right. So put your hands down.
Wow.
Your knees. Okay,
This
now
is exciting.
Tuck your toes. Tuck your toes. Now lift your knees up, and lift from your core. There we go. All right. Woo! All right. Hello. All right. Now on your fingertips, you should be able to slide a quarter underneath. There you go. All right. So now, this is my pose that I kind of came up with because sometimes in yoga, people like to moan in LA, especially like, I'm getting the best out of this because I can moan whenever. So this girl was moaning, and I said, you know what? Maybe she needs to experience horse kick pose. So what you got to do with this leg is just kick it up into the wall as hard as you can. Bam! If somebody's moaning, okay, thank you, Rich. All right.
Can I moan now?
So here's the deal with horse kick pose. Sometimes you kick a little too hard and they go into passed out pose. But you don't want them to pass out because then when they come to, they've already lost the lesson. Anyway, could you ding that right now? That'd be perfect. All right. So anywho. That was yoga. Anyway, so I started teaching. This is going to come back around to the hot sauce.
Okay.
So I started teaching, and I do this whole meditative thing afterwards. It's kind of I do some jokes, and so if you're offended easily, then you're not going to like my class. But it's good. It's great. All right? People love it. You've never taken it. You don't know. Anywho.
Where? How about this? Where can people take your class?
Go to Venice. Yoga.
Just go to Venice. We'll find her.
Actually,
Just ask around. Ask her around.
Have you seen Kristi? Yeah. Yoga at VeniceBeach.com. Yoga at VeniceBeach.com. You see some pictures and some people. And anywho, so I'm teaching there out on the beach. It's just like a private thing, like people contact, and then we do it out on the beach. And anyway, so we do this whole meditative thing, get everybody to chill out at the end, and so I was talking about how. Is it okay if this gets serious right now? Okay.
Absolutely. Should I put the hot sauce away?
Well, no, because this
it's
is
still
about hot
relevant.
sauce.
Oh.
So, you know, little kids when they bite their nails,
Yeah, I used to do that.
right? How did you stop?
I decided to. I grew up.
I grew up.
You know what I mean? That's really
All right,
all
well-
the years of your parents saying don't do that. Mm-hmm. But then once you realize you're like, oh, this is ridiculous, then you just stop.
Oh,
Well, that's what I did anyway.
because a lot of kids can't do that. So what they do? What do?
kids
Hot
have
sauce,
willpower?
not only good for food. Put it on your kids' little nails if they're biting them, and then they're like, "Ooh, hot sauce."
I've
There's-
heard that.
There's a product. This is better
Yeah.
because there's a product that
Yeah,
is sold and it's
poison.
so expensive. Yeah,
it's expensive and it's chemicals.
Like hot sauce.
Use the hot sauce, and I better get a case of this sent to me since I'm doing a commercial for you, whoever you are. Anyway, so these little
Unsolicited
kids,
commercial.
yeah. So these kids are like, oh, and then they eat, and then they stop, right? Well, where's the hot sauce for our thoughts? You ever get those thoughts that come into your head and you're like, I shouldn't be thinking this. What about the hot sauce? Can you just like pour some hot sauce on those thoughts and just get them to stop?
Whoa. You mean like clean your mouth out with soap kind of thing? But your brain, your thoughts?
Hot sauce. Like, you ever have those thoughts that come in? It's like, and you're like, why am I thinking this? No, like, stop. Hot sauce. Hot sauce for your thoughts. Hot sauce for your thoughts. This didn't go as well as I thought.
This
Anyway.
is excellent. And it's the only hot sauce made by bears. Hey, look.
Oh, they're all dying, right?
Oh, that's terrible. Yes, and our other sponsor is from Australia, Product 23. And we should I'd be remiss if we didn't say sorry about the
Beaver
fires and all
mist.
your beautiful.
Oh, beaver mist. I thought you said beaver mist. I'm like, you're selling beaver mist?
That was my first drink, Beaver Mist.
Mine was orange mist. Yours was beaver mist.
Thanks for explaining the callback.
She also lived next door.
You're amazing.
Some boys had to go to the pool. I had to go next door and play with the hose. Beaver Mist and her sister, Cinnamon Bang. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about all of this? How are you enjoying this experience?
Well, the rosé has helped. No, I love this. I love that
you
you have
having
blue
fun?
pencils. I'm having a great time.
You seem it. I have learned nothing about you.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
the walking beans?
Well, that was huge. That was huge. I didn't expect that. But I don't know how that'll ever come up again without me saying, like, hey, remember how you used to go walk beans?
Oh, well, what do you want to know?
I want to know what you were like as a kid. Were you this much of a handful as that baby of 7?
Well,
or did you just not get a chance to even shine? You don't even know what you were like.
my mother did say one day, she came into my bedroom because I slept till like noon because she thought I was out at Debbie's watching movies when I actually still have a butter knife in my childhood dresser where I pry it out and crawl out. And she came into my room one day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and she goes,
It was noon a second ago. Now it's 1? It's getting later. Maybe it was 2.
Okay, it was 3 o'clock. So she comes in, it's 4:30. And she's like, you got to go out and do chores. I'm like, Mom, it's only 5 o'clock. And she goes, you know, you're the worst of all my children. And I sat up and I looked at her and I said, you're probably right. You know,
I'm the last one. What do you expect?
I know. Left me at the market. It's not my fault. Yeah.
Were you a good student? Did you do?
Yeah, I was
schoolwork?
great.
Really?
I was like, yeah.
Because you're obviously really smart, so that's
Obviously.
that's not an issue.
Obviously really smart. No, I was a smart kid, but I tried. I had to work. You know, I have 2 nieces. One, they're both straight A. One's like doesn't have to pick up a book,
Yeah.
and then the other one has to study really hard. But they're both like straight A. So I had to work really hard, like study. That's how I got fat in college because I was like, oh my god, it was
Studying, not from partying and freshman 15 or whatever.
I mean, I had this freshman 30. It was ridiculous.
That happens.
But I was hunkered down. I sat because I couldn't. I got my first D in history in college. It was bad.
That's a nightmare.
I went into depression over that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It'll
How do we
mess
fix
with
it?
you.
Oh, maybe I should just shovel some food. Like, can
Yeah.
somebody wire my jaw shut?
But but that was important to you ahead of, like, before college? Like, being so good at the students and the schools and all that stuff?
Oh, there were
curriculum.
23 in my high school class. There were 2 in my high
Oh.
school chemistry class. So
Because your town was so small?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's a crazy place to. I mean, there was 200
We-
in our graduating class, and I thought that was small.
No, it
is
was
small,
tiny.
relatively.
75 in mine.
How many?
785.
Right, that's what you hear these days. Even 1,000 nowadays. Wow.
Yeah, that was-
23. So everybody knows everybody. No wonder you got
And
that
everybody knows
superlative.
everybody's business, and yeah, it was ridiculous. Our high school, the coach who I cracked in the head with the golf club, he was the principal, mayor, his football coach.
Wow.
It's the Lucy episode.
Yeah, right? Multiple hats. He's so good. He's good references. He's calmed down, too, which is even better. I think you wore him out with the yoga.
Oh, maybe. Thank God.
I didn't know what you guys were doing there. That was really exciting for us. We've never had anyone do that. Mark Pitta got up on the desk once, like Drew Barrymore
Mark
did.
Pitta.
You know, Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, you did?
Mark Pitta.
You did?
I have a restraining order against him.
Are you into cars at all? No wrong answer.
Do you know what my favorite car is?
No.
My brother had it as a Javelin.
Oh, really? That's your
Yeah.
favorite car? AMC Javelin? I'm not knocking it.
Why are you laughing?
It's interesting.
It's interesting.
They're back. I mean, it's like a hat hop.
It is back?
A hot
I have-
happening ticket now.
I
You
have
show up
never
to a Cars and
seen-
Coffee with a Javelin
Really?
or a Gremlin or anything like that.
No, the
Absolutely.
Javelin. It was midnight
Pinto.
blue. And I love a Porsche. Oh my God. Yeah. That and yeah, the Javelin. I have a Jeep. I love my Jeep.
Oh, I love Jeeps too. A Wrangler or Cherokee or?
You know, I had a Cherokee. I have a Wrangler
Liberty?
now.
Oh, Wrangler's great.
Yeah. No, one of those old school Cherokees.
That's what I had. The
Yeah.
the old boxy one from the 90s.
Me too. I have
Oh,
a
you had a CJ7? Yeah, that's a real Jeep.
I don't know a lot about cars. Okay.
The guy off camera just gave us a bunch of fingers.
Did he? Awesome. It's sort of more
so,
juice.
no, but so cars not so much. That's not really your thing. All right.
Why are you
How about
crossing them
Chassler?
out?
As I
Not
hit them,
cars?
As I hit them. Childhood, Midwest, got that. Chassler, how do you know this guy?
Oh.
Oh.
How do I know you
Let's see.
originally?
They hit you up to do your show.
Yeah, I did. I produced little shows around town, and I don't know why I came into a twang with
That
that.
was
but
interesting. Y'all should come on down and see him
yeah, actually, when will this air?
tonight.
Oh, come to Chassler's going to be on the show, and I have this incredible show that's going to be tomorrow night at Rick's Tavern in Venice,
Sure.
Santa Monica.
It's Santa Monica, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
How do you know?
We lived over there for years and years.
Oh, you did? Where?
I lived on the peninsula for 10 years before her, and then together for 8 years or whatever, we lived in Venice proper, right by Oakwoods.
Oh, wow. I love it over
Like
there.
right by Abbot Kinney.
Yeah. Abbot Kinney.
What? That whole thing, you just didn't expect that of us? Is that what it is?
I didn't know you knew the area. People are like, oh, whatever. And you're like, actually, that's Santa Monica, because it is like kind of on the border a little bit, a couple of blocks.
It's right next to the Library Ale House, isn't it?
Wow, yeah, he does.
I used to go to the Library Ale House all the time when I used to drink, and all my friends used to drink.
love it. And all my friends used to drink till I converted them.
Well, we never got to the end of that story. Is I didn't enjoy drinking. I didn't like it even a little bit. So I never I enjoyed the freedom it gave me to go be somebody else and all that stuff, but I never enjoyed the drinking. So whenever I wasn't around people who weren't drinking, I would stop drinking, like just stop drinking. And then when health stuff became an issue, like we just stopped fucking drinking, and I've never been happier because I never wanted to drink in the first place. That was my thing.
See, I enjoy I enjoy wine. I dated a guy who his family had a vineyard. Like we went to France. Like I enjoy wine and yeah. But I don't to get come on, let's go have some orange mist.
That's
or tequila. Like
game.
yeah, but no, I enjoy the wine.
All right. Well, what about your comedy? Where can we see it? Obviously, Rick's Tavern tomorrow night.
Yes. When Letterman comes here, because he's going to see the show.
Letterman is going to come here. I know that in my heart.
I know that in my heart.
If you knew the story, you would know it too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. She'll send you the.
Seriously?
I do have a question for you that's completely off everything, though.
Okay.
What the F is Ace Bigelow, male gigolo with Rob Schneider?
Oh. I don't know why that
I know
comes
Deuce
up.
Bigelow.
Oh, I don't know what Ace Bigelow is.
Well, it's on the front page of your website.
Ace
Bigelow. Ace Bigelow, and then it says male gigolo, and then it says with Rob Schneider. So you're being very sure that it's this movie, but it's not. That doesn't exist.
I have no idea what Ace Bigelow is.
Oh, I see.
Somebody needs to fix that.
Well, then I'm glad I brought it to your attention.
Dennis, fix that, please.
Correct fail.
I thought maybe there was like, oh no, that was the little webisode we did that became the movie, or like I didn't know how.
Okay, well, let's go with that. Maybe I needed to write something. Ace Bigelow. No.
So you were in Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo.
No, for blinking you'll miss me. He crosses it off.
Done.
And done.
Grossest smelling microphone at any club you've performed?
It could be this one. Just kidding. Grossest
These are alcohol
smelling
swab.
microphone. Let me think. It had to be
Every single day.
Reno,
Rubbing
Nevada.
alcohol.
Reno, Nevada. But it kind of seemed appropriate for the town.
Yeah, and I don't expect you to say the name of the club, although I'll take that.
Okay.
Because maybe they should know.
It rhymes with Raftactory.
Oh, yeah. That's right here in Los Angeles, isn't it? How about the best green room of any club you've ever performed?
The most fun green room I found was Governor's, Long
my
Island.
gosh, Long Island.
Yeah, that was, I love, like, that just.
Is that still the same room it used to be?
Yes, and above the
same
door,
place?
do you remember what it says above the door, the little silver or gold plaque?
I know the plaque. I don't remember what it says.
Oh.
I remember associating it with Disneyland, all ye who enter.
When you open, before you go on stage, you go up the 2 steps, just above the door it says, oh, you'll think of something.
Oh, that's amazing.
I love that.
That's awesome.
That's really awesome. And by the way, it does come to you.
And you know what? I find it's better. I find it's better to go out unplanned.
Do you like when someone rattles you right before, or do you like having everything, good to go?
I didn't like talking to Rick Chassler before I
That's
came
why
on
I'm
this
asking.
show.
It rattled me also. No, but truly, I'm curious because I'm only learning the performance side of this. We were both behind the scenes people until a year and a half ago.
You know, it all the homework, all the everything is done weeks, months, years before. When you get to the place, you should be able to already have that. For me, it's already processed back here. You know what I mean? And but yeah, I know. I remember working with.
Well, that's because of your. I'm sorry to cut you off. That's because of your material has been crafted and everything, right? So you've got that in there.
But you're talking about right before you go on stage, you don't want to be rattled.
Some people like that. Some people like that. Give them something or hey, your mom died. I'm just kidding. Whatever it is that might provoke you.
She keeps covering your face. You're very cute. I'm not gay. Anyway, people ask me, like, why do you have such a low voice? Anyway,
those are totally different questions.
well,
What's the answer? Are you?
No,
Why is the voice so low?
I don't know.
I love that people make the association. Like, oh, well, then.
Dude, I went on a date. This dude kept touching my neck. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like,
Checking for an Adam's
I was checking for an Adam's apple. My buddy told me you got to do the LA check. He just moved here from, I don't know.
Tell him to check a little lower. That's how
Like,
that goes.
you weirdo. And then we went back to his place. We got in his hot tub, and I was fresh off the boat from Iowa. And like, they're like, "Oh, you should get your hair blonde." So I go to this cheapy place, like, yeah, blind guy at Supercuts. Anyway, so my hair is white blonde. I get into the hot tub. My hair dipped in. It turned green. The color of your shoes. My hair turned green. And he's like touching my neck. Thinks I have it was the worst date ever. Anyway, so we hooked up again on Tinder. Just kidding. Totally.
And worst accommodations of any club you've ever played at.
Oh my God, Tucson, Arizona.
Really?
Oh, it was the worst. I walked, and it was like, I don't even remember the name of the club, but they're like, oh yeah, you just come in early and the key's under the mat. Grab the key, open the door. The comic from the week before was sacked onto the couch. He's like, oh yeah, mind if I stay? I'm like, yeah. So then we get in.
Well, that's hashtag homeless, right?
Well, pretty much.
If you're staying at the crash pad the week later.
Oh, he's like, I got a couple of nights before my next gig, and I'm kind of, just. I'm like, what? No. Then I was featuring. The headliner comes. He's like, of course, I take this bedroom. I'm like, I don't care, whatever.
Oh, boy.
But karma. Guess what? Dude, before that week was headlining, brought his dog. So there were fleas, and that guy had a nasty rash all over his legs. Everything seems to work out, in the end, honestly. I hitchhiked to a gig. That was in my early days. Didn't have money for I hitchhiked Montana, Oregon. Yeah. I can't believe
interstate gig, like not just, I'm doing the
That's
Smash
far.
Factory.
That's not across town.
Yeah.
No. And then I also hitchhiked. I had to get from Rochester, New York to
She's from
Oh, really? Yeah.
Hole up in Rochester.
Oh, the Comics Cafe. Is that what it was called? There was some place up in Rochester. And then the guy
It's McDonald's with laughs.
It was near a grocery store. Anyway, yeah. I was in Rochester. I was in do I have time to talk about this?
Yeah, we're out, but I mean, I'm
I'll
not
hurry.
going to cut it off.
Oh, this is a good story.
I hear it.
I'm in LA and I'm like running around doing comedy. I didn't start when I was in Iowa. I started out here and I was running all these little shows. I would carry a microphone, a speaker, and an amp and my stand in my trunk, right?
Totally.
And I had a gig that I ran at a Philly cheesesteak place on Westwood Boulevard,
So
right?
you had the show in your bag. You could just show
I
up someplace
did.
and do it.
And Benicio de Toro shows up. Benicio de Toro shows up at this Philly cheesesteak place. That guy,
Nobody could understand what he wanted.
just no, there was this little 14-year-old something that was with him. Anyway, it was weird. But I'm doing the show, and this other dude is sitting there, and he works for CBS. I think I can talk about this now. I'm sure he's fired by now. No, this guy.
He has been fired by now.
Oh, right. So, anyway, he's like, I booked the security for the U.S. Open, and you keep talking about wanting to go to New York. He goes, here's the deal. You get your flight paid for, you get room, you get board, you can come out. I need you till 4 o'clock every day, and then you take the train in and do your comedy. I'm like, what? Wow. I'm like, are you kidding me? As the old saying, too good to be true, too good to be true. Fly in, I get there, I get into the hotel room. Guess what? Big old nasty 500-pound dude is there. He's like, hey, eating wings from what's that horrible place? Hooters. He's eating. I'm like, what? He goes, oh, it's okay. Don't be scared. We have opposite hours. You can sleep, and then I'll go to work. I'm like, oh, and I was crying. So I called my friend. She was from the Bronx, Laura Luongo. Laura Luongo, if you're watching, I love you, but I miss you. She's a photographer. She took me under her wing, and she's like, I'm like, Laura, I've never been to New York. You're the only person I know. She's like, I know you want to go to New York. This is the wrong way to do it. So some dude is working for CBS, working one of those big $1 million with the satellites on it to do the U.S. Open. By the way, I heard a nasty personal conversation. Tiger Woods is not a nice person. Anyway, so that's another story. Anyway, so we were sitting there, and the guy is like, you are bunking with this guy. I'm like, I know. He goes, listen, I gotta go from Rochester. I go to New York City. Do you want to ride? And I'm like, yeah.
New York City.
Well, I didn't know that he also doubled as Burger King semi driver. So I had to ride the Whopper wagon all the way from Rochester to New York. But I got there. I smelled like French fries for a week, but I got to New York.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get to ride up front in the cab at least, or were you?
It's very nice. It's he got Cosmopolitan magazines for me, and they have a little area you can like lounge.
Yeah,
It's very
there's
nice.
A whole sleeping quarters
But
behind
yes, and we made
whole bedroom
crazy time, speedy time. I'm like, how do we get here so fast? And
did you obey the rules of the road?
well, listen. So they do a lot of meth.
Yeah, well, okay.
Truck drivers. And I'm like, don't they drug test you? He's like, well, my girlfriend, she kind of, works for the business. So he
Gets me clean urine kind of thing.
Yes, she got him clean urine.
Sure.
But we got to New York City lickety split. Anyway, we got there and he said he broke up with a girlfriend and I was like, oh, well, this is nice. So maybe, I started maybe liking him. So I ended up staying in New York City with him at this awesome hotel. And then I'm like, hey, October 5th, I got this gig up in Seattle. You should come. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be in Costa Rica. I'm like, what are you doing in Costa Rica? He goes, I'm going to be on my honeymoon. That's not right. So
Didn't see that coming.
So guess what I did? I called Tommy Savitt. Tommy Savitt. You've had
Tommy the llama.
Tommy the llama. I called Tommy Savitt. He goes, you are in such fucking luck. Get your shit together and be out front in an hour. And he picked me up and I stayed with Tommy and his mom in Brooklyn.
Wow, what a good guy. We knew he was a good guy when he was here. You said it before he got here, but when he was in here, like you could tell from the. I'll finish that later.
Tommy
geez, we're out
is
of
a
time.
good human being.
Yeah.
I love you, Tommy Llama.
You're awesome. Do you feel okay with all this? Did you finish your wine there?
I did.
Right,
Yeah,
fantastic.
I mean, everything's okay, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
What would not be okay?
I'm just asking if you're. I check in with people at the end. It's like therapy. I check in with people. Like, you feel all right after this session?
Yeah, everything's all right. I think I'm okay.
See you next week, same time. All right. Well, this is the section we call Billboard. How can people find you? How can people stay abreast with what you're going on?
Abreast?
going
You
on.
can stay abreast with what is going on. KRISTIMcHUGH.com. Follow me on the Instagram. I need 10 more followers
To get what?
to get a free boob job. Did you know that's a thing?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, if I don't get a boob job, I have to go back to Iowa. Just kidding. Actually, you can see that. I did that video. I was out on Venice Beach with a board going, money for boobs. Everybody thought I had breast cancer. I go, no, it's just money for boobs.
That's pretty funny.
And this guy gave me $20. He goes, here, get yourself some titties.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
4 or 5 years. I also they like to take breaks from the little camps out
We
on.
are out of time.
Oh,
How much stuff do you want to tell me
goddamn.
about?
Sorry.
Yes. Holy
Follow
crap.
me on KRISTIMcHUGH.com. Kristi McHugh, K with an I. If you're in New York City, if you're at the Ed Sullivan Theater, look down. You'll see my name in the cement. I didn't do it,
That's true.
but it's there.
I love that. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for getting to know us a little bit. Thank you for bringing all your excitement and your super shirt and your height
You're welcome.
and your wine and your yoga.
And
your friend.
my yoga. He's my new subject.
We hope you enjoyed it. We very much
I had a
appreciate you
great
being
time.
here. Good. Mrs. Ryan, what do we have tomorrow?
Our microphone guy.
Oh,
Tony.
I said that before. That's right. CEO and whatever, the owner of Telefunken Microphones. Tony Fishman
Can't
will be here
wait to
tomorrow.
see
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. And sponsor of the show, I should say that. Hello.
Hi, Tony.
And that's all out of the way. We've got that.
Is Tony single? Just kidding.
It's complicated. I love you very, very much, Mrs. Ryan. We love you, Richard Chassler.
Love you.
We love you, Kristi McHUGH. Thank you very, very, very,
Merci.
very much for being here. Merci. I like that. We love everybody at home. Please love one another, and we'll see you tomorrow.